Okay, so I thought I would do an example from 7.1, this one example right here about the candies. I thought I would do that one. I actually wrote out how to do by hand. I also had the steps written right here. And the steps are also in the PowerPoint. I'm just going to show you all this at once. So this is on page 9 of the PowerPoint. So the first thing you do is you verify the requirements. We'll talk about that first in just a minute here. And then you find a critical value. So you can use either table A2 or inverse norm. Or again, if it's one of the common ones, you could just go to this page right here. That's the easiest thing to do it. And then you find the margin of error, which is step 3 right here. And then you find the confidence interval, which is step 4. Okay, so to follow all the steps, you're doing it by hand. Another way you could do it is straight with the calculator, which is this step right here. Okay, since I have this particular problem already worked out by hand, I thought I would do it now with the calculator. Okay, so the first thing you have to decide is what kind of confidence interval are they asking for? So the confidence intervals that we cover is proportion or percentage. So just think it starts with a P, or mean. Those are the only two that we cover. In this particular problem, from the homework example, it says find the population percentage that are red. So I know it comes from this section right here. Okay, so let's verify the requirements first. I'm going to pull that up here. It's on page 318. It's also in the PowerPoint. Find it here. Okay, here are the requirements. We should have a simple random sample. The conditions for the binomial distribution are satisfied. And you have at least 5 successes and 5 failures. Okay, so let's go through those 3 things with this example. Okay, so this is a bag of candies. So the first one was we have a random sample. Well, even if it doesn't say, we can assume it's a random sample. The second thing is the binomial distribution must be satisfied. So that would be either they're red or they're not red. Those are the 2 categories for that. And then the last one is you have at least 5 successes, 5 failures. So that means we have to have at least 5 red, there's 9 of them, and at least 5 non-red. So that's satisfied. Everything's good there. Okay. So going through that, I'm going to go straight to the calculator here. Okay, so for my calculator, if I'm going to do it that way, I'm going to go to one prop z interval. So I'll show you that in the calculator. So the way we get to that in the calculator is I push my stat key and I go over to test, and it should be under there. So it looks like it's not 5, that's actually the next chapter. It's under A. Right there, one prop z interval. Again, that is also right here on the handout. Okay, the first thing they ask for is X. X is how many red candies we have out of here. And if you count how many candies we have there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. That's what X stands for. And stands for how many candies we have altogether. So if I add all these up, I count how many I have. There's 43 altogether. The C level they will give you in the problem. For this one, they say construct a 90% confidence level. So I'm going to put 0.9 for that one. Okay, I'm going to go to calculate. Here's the answer. This is my lower value. This is actually this number in decimal form. This one says percentage, so instead of put it in decimal form, you're going to multiply by 100. This is my lower value. And there's my upper value right there.